Well, hello, afternoon, ACH. I'm going to start this off as thank you for letting me back in. I do apologize for stepping on toes last time I was in. I guess I got a little aggressive, so I do apologize for stepping on toes, and I'm glad to be back. Now we're going to get down to business. That's the whole point of this video right here. I'm sending out a couple invites. Please be patient with me. Alright, I sent out a few. Let's see if we can get some people on. Miss Walker, how are you? I bet you're shocked to see me back in here, huh? It's the first video I've done in quite a while, even on my own Facebook page. Alright, I'm going to have a special guest with me. Hopefully he will pop on any second. When he does, I'm sure he'll let me know. This will be over governmental operations. I've been keeping up with a little bit that's been going on. I've got a couple friends that are still in here. They're keeping me updated on what's been going on with some of the comments and stuff like that that's been going on in this group, which I really like what's fixing to happen. But we all know that we can challenge the governmental units that are out, the entities, I should say. So I've got this as soon as he gets on here. Let me know. Let me know when you get in here, Chris. Come on. Okay. Please be patient with me. I'm trying to get this guy on. Oh, there he is.
All right, I'm in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you.
All right, great. Hey, I guess this is our first video together on ACH.
You're right.
All right. I was just explaining a little bit about the governmental entities. Just a little bit. I touched briefly on it before you popped in here. Didn't go into great detail on it. But this is something that you and I have been working on together for several different states. You've been attacking the state you're from, and I've been attacking the state that I'm from. And a lot of the information, and I know you've got a lot more information handed over to you than what I've gotten handed over to me. But I've been having a little difficulty with them handing over information to me. But if you want to open this up, and I'll just jump in whenever I'm needed, I'll be more than glad to do so.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess to start the subject off with is we're under the impression that all of our police and courts around us are judicial courts, when in fact they are only commerce courts under Article 1 in the Constitution. So this is basically how to turn in the police to the IRS. everything that we know of about these courts and these systems, they're all governmental units. And the reason why we're able to find that information out is through their determination letter with the IRS. Now, I've done some local research myself on my local town and find that they haven't paid taxes on any governmental properties since 1984. So I know that these are a governmental unit because they do not have a tax liability. But the problem with that is because they don't have a tax liability, they also do not have the right to have the police power. So
Correct.
what we're trying to do here is trying to open up operations within every state, start investigating local police, local courts, and start requesting W-9s. Now they're going to fight you on a lot of this. They're going to play stupid. They're going to hit you with an FOIA, or they want to demand really. Had luck with this willingly. Jeremy hasn't had any luck with that.
No, I've tried every approach possible with them. I've tried asking them nicely. I've tried coming off aggressively. I mean, I've even went as far as them denying me this information and told them that they were forcing my hand to get the Attorney General on them. And the best thing that they've told me, and I've heard it from all of them, well, you do what feel you got to do. So a lot of these court systems, especially in the state I live in, and a lot of you guys know, Oklahoma, it's very, very stubborn and bullheaded to work with. You basically have to take them straight to the Attorney Generals after you file. Thank you, Mr. CJ. That you have to do affidavits basically requesting this information, and if they don't provide this information to you, you have to take them to the Attorney General to get something done. You're going to find some of these states and towns and cities and police officers and stuff like that will, basically force your hand to go to the Attorney Generals. And then there's some, like you said, that will just roll over and give you this information.
Yes, there's a couple ways you can go about it. The first is to start with the court clerk and the city clerk. There's going to be two separate organizational units, one city, one county. If they refuse to do that, then they fail to basically do their job. You can file against them. You can file charges through the district attorney. If the district attorney fails in his duty to punish the public employee, then you go to the state attorney general and make a complaint, which you can usually do online through the
Seriously?
You cut out on me there.
what did you miss?
You can go to somewhere.
It's going to be a .gov website for the Arkansas State General, or at least for every state, whether it be Oklahoma, Kansas, doesn't matter.
Right.
Once you actually have their copy of their W-9, it's going to give you the name of the city. It's going to give you their address. The one I have here in front of me shows to be Section 115 government entity. It's got their number. So now what I've done is I filled out a 4506A form, which is a request for public inspection or copy of exempt or political organization. Mine's already in the mail. Mine's next week, so I can see what is, so I can find out. And if they do, then I want to work on shutting down their police forms, filling out the other forms, which are 399.
Okay, you're cutting in and out on us here. I don't know if it's from your end or my end.
I do not know, Jeremy.
I do not know either.
I'd like to share some of these pictures of these documents I have, but I don't know how to share it on this format.
There is
possibly.
There's a little button that should be at the bottom or up at the top that says it looks like a circle. You can turn your camera around to where you can show it. Should be at the top or the bottom of your screen. We are going after the governmental entities like the courts. Okay, it's
Well,
Mr.
let's
Ward.
not say it going after. Let's say it's making sure that they're a correct political organization and that they're working within the laws.
Yeah. That should be more accurate.
So there are a couple of forms to fill out: the 13909, the 399A to 11, and these actually put in investigation the IRS unit, who most likely will call you because they're going to want any audio files or any paperwork that you have on this subdivision itself.
That's when you take it to the Attorney General, correct?
No. First, you just start with the IRS. They will do the open investigation, and the 211 form is a reward form for you actually turning them in or doing the investigation, finding out they're working underneath the governmental unit but still having police power.
Okay.
So it looks like Martin just put in here, I'm sorry, jumped in the chat. What are you guys trying to accomplish?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to elaborate there on a little bit.
Why I'm cutting out here other than just terrible weather?
Y'all getting that rain and stuff we had down here?
Yes.
Good luck. You'll have it for 3 days. We had it for 3. So, yeah, hey, I'm passing it off to you now. But, so you contacted the town or the courts, and you've got a phone call today from a special person from the city, representing the city, right?
Yeah, this was a new county that I was actually chasing after. I called the court clerk yesterday. They could not answer my questions, which I couldn't understand. I was asking her, this is your organizational, and you do run this unit itself, so you could have all this information in front of you, at least within.
Yeah, you're cutting out again on us.
Well, there's no sound here. It's got to be on your end. All I hear is TV.
Well, let me step outside here real quick. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it looks like.
Okay. No, but yeah, they basically got their city attorney or their representative to contact you.
Yes. Yeah, they called me and give us a call back if you have any questions that you'd like us to have answered, which he's not the person I need to speak to, but they're just trying to use him to try to get me to run off, which I'm not going to. So.
Right. So basically what we're wanting, I know you and I both have started doing this, but our ultimate goal, now correct me if I'm wrong, is to grab several different people from several different states to start doing the same procedure that we're doing. Am I correct on that?
Yes. As many people as we can get in the group who's willing to go after their local cities and counties and just do an investigation on them.
Right.
Which this may not be for everybody in the group.
Right. You've got to, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You've got to have the cojones to do this. If you don't feel like you've got the cojones, don't even bother attempting to step up for this, because it's going to take quite a bit for you to do. I know.
Well, they're going to try to run you off. They're going to try to scare you. That's what they do.
Yeah. Well, I know you and Todd has listened to the conversation that I had with the court clerk over in Oklahoma, and they wound up transferring me over to the judge, and me and the judge got into it over the phone. So, they're liable to even send you over to the judge. transfer you over to a judge to speak to him, and he's going to try to shut you down. You've got to be able to stand your ground when it comes to this stuff. There's not enough expression on that. You've got to be able to know what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and not let them run you off. You're yes, pretty much. You said it very well there, CJ. The pucker factor. What's up, Chuck? But
Yeah, okay, so let's just start over with this. Step one, call your local or city. Talk to the city or the county clerk and request from them the copy of their W-9. Now, they're going to probably ask you, who are you with and what's your name? They've done that with me every time I've called. I tell them, yeah, my name's Chris, and I'm with nobody. I'm doing investigation. And they always ask me why. I was like, well, all I'm requesting is public disclosure by your organization, which is written in the law. And I usually have the 4506A form in front of me while I'm doing this. It's plainly written in the second paragraph how to apply this. This is for exempt or political organizations must make their returns, reports, notices, and exempt applications available for public inspection. So I always imply that onto the court or city clerk. Luckily, the city did it easily, and in 5 minutes I had an email with the copy that I requested. The county has been pushing me off, made me do an FOIA request, and still has not answered, and it's been a week.
yeah. Now, I seen that W-9 that they sent you, and the first one that they sent you, it was, man, when I'm gonna stress this. When they send you these documents, whether it be through email or mail or whatever, make sure you look these forms over very, very closely. There are two things that you actually need to look for. Well, actually, there's several, but the ones that you and I both looked at in your situation was the dates. Oh my goodness. The date of the form was outdated, and they had took and basically whited out the date, and they changed the date on the form. So they used the same one every year. Am I not correct on that?
Yes.
And then,
Looks like this one was dated October 2007. Was this form for this one they did? And then I requested another one, a more current one, which she did make it more current for November 2017, but she changed the date of filing.
Correct. 10 days prior to that, they had supposedly filed it again.
Yeah, I have two fictitious governmental documents now that I get to turn in to the IRS and probably the state attorney general.
Right. And
so,
like I said, you've got to look these forms over very, very closely. You've got to be, man, I can't stress on that. I think it's kind of comical that you've got them wrapped up right where you want them. They basically put themselves in the bear trap.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you really need to move forward with the 4506A. And once you actually have that completed and returned back to you showing their status of declaration, then you can move forward with the 13909 and 3949A, and then the 211, which is the reward form, which we will warn you up front, the reward form, the IRS will tell you can take up to 2 years before you can actually get paid. We don't care about the money. We want to see these political subdivisions working correctly because they're out of control right now.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay.
Jeremy, let's just see how many people we can get to watch this and kind of get back to us on this video and see how many people we can get signed up. Anybody who needs any more information, we can try to upload some video or audio files that we've got with the dealings we've had with our own local courts and cops.
Right. Well, I'm like I said, man, I'm working on Oklahoma right now, and I'm getting affidavits written up, and getting ready to ship out for them to. I'm trying to get them to compel, and of course, I've been trying to get them to compel for 2 weeks now, and it's not working out in my favor. So, the only thing I'm left to do with now is do the affidavits and then file complaints with the district attorney, and then from there I'll just move up to the attorney general's office and see where I go, how far that gets me.
Okay.
So, all right, if you don't have any more information, we'll take this video.
I'm good until we can get some more people turned on to what we're doing here, and when they do, I'll definitely hope to have some more paperwork and some more information to give out.
Okay, that'll work. All right, man. Well, for everybody that watching, thank you for viewing, and thanks again for letting me back in the group.
What does that say, Jeremy?
Or Chris, could you recap the phone numbers once again for all the viewers? Thank you. Form numbers.
Oh. The form numbers to fill out once you have a W-9 with an EIN is 13909, 3949A, and 211.
Well, yeah, let's see how many people we can get commenting on this, and then we'll go with it from there.
Sounds great.
All right, man.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Well, thanks for viewing in, guys. We'll see y'all next time. As always, peace, God bless, and have a wonderful night.